I have an opportunity as well as a bit of an honor and a pleasure to do a collab with Air2 Bike. Apparently life got in the way and I was not able to do the proper review on YouTube. What is the best review if not actual use case scenario, which turned out even better because trying that on 4-day stage race is pretty much better than just trying to use it casual daily life. With that being said, before presenting you that thing, I have a story for you related to the inflation. Here is just my casual pump, which I've been carrying with me ever since went to the shop, bought the smallest they had, and pretty much been doing the job quite well for last 2 years. However, we've been standing in starting gates in MTB Trilogy. It was around 5 minutes before the announced start. The guy in front of me noticed that his tire is losing air a bit. He was already starting to panic. I took this pump out of my pocket, just handed it to him. He was already relieved. However, that was a relief, false positive one. He put the pump on the valve, tried to inflate it very slowly. While he's been doing that, apparently his efforts to inflate the tire was not enough to actually inflate it, and because he put it incorrectly, it was actually losing even more air. So he started to panic like what to do. He made his tire almost flat. I tried to help him, tried to inflate it in very high rate. Probably it already embedded from the sides. My help actually backfired on him. Then our guy came, he had like bigger pump with the hose. That was unsuccessful as well. Got the spare wheel from somewhere inserted and he started with relief. I'm telling you that, well, basically this pump was good for me because I knew how to use it. You need to inflate fast, put it not too much down. So without know-hows and or maybe instructions, this pump could actually ruin your day. Let me introduce you the Daysaver. So it's kind of funny that that story happened recently. Another level pump. Neat ergonomic design, which is very well thought. And apart from the fact that it can inflate, it can also have essentials put inside. So you're just carrying multiple essential things. What can you put inside? Well, it depends. It can be additional hose extension if you are up to. For me, it's actually not that much relevant. I love to put the pump on the valve and just hold it. Alternatively, multi-tool, or which I prefer even more, incredible dart, which has the plug ready to be installed. It can be a Daysaver additional one from the one which comes as a pump itself. How everything works with that internal pocket, you just insert it, tighten the end cap. So it's as easy as that. So without playing around even further, I will show you how the pump itself works. Eliminate that dart. What I can tell you by the feeling, it adds air significantly faster than my other pump. Of course, it's a bit more simpler, that one. I'm not even sweating because of pumping. I'm sweating because I'm currently in Spain and it's hot. In order to inflate with Daysaver, you just turn this a bit, pull it out, and there's a marker here that you need to turn counterclockwise direction until it's snug. And once that's done, you can start inflating. One notice from the actual usage, you need to hold it here, not here. You're holding here, you can untighten that end cap, so you just do that this way. It's like 1, 2, 3 turns, and it's already ready to be pumped. So whole action plan, you remove the rubber, turn it a bit, pull it out, turn it 2 to 3 times. Kind of important thing not to put that without actually pulling it, because it just makes things more complicated than it should be, and it's just easier to work while it's not connected. The amount of air you are adding is significant because it's voluminous. This pump is able to inflate up to 80 psi, and I think because its name is depicted as 40, it adds 40 cubical centimeters in a way. When I received this, I started to use it immediately because I felt that it adds air more with less clicks. I'm going to do the comparison with my old pump. Now we have 1.4 bars, quite a lot where I've been adding that much here. I'm going to do, I don't know, maybe 20 full inflations and see how much it goes. 2, 3, 4, 10. So it's 20 inflations with my old pump. I'm going to connect back pressure gauge and it's 157. So it's 157. What I'm going to do now is reduce the air up to 150 again. It's 150 again. Now I'm going to use this pump to inflate 20 times and we will just compare how much more air, or maybe less, it will add. $161. Maybe it doesn't feel that much, but it's still a bit more with the same effort. Obviously, the main purpose of this is to inflate the air, but if we also consider the ergonomic design, the size of it, opportunity to add additional accessories inside, it becomes a no-brainer. And that extension which I mentioned, you can also insert it into the inside like that, very neatly pops down. Turn that cap to finalize it. Personally, I don't think that that is needed, but if you want to see how it works, there's a thread, turn that thread inside, connect it onto the valve, and then there is a pull valve here. Push it down and that eliminates the hose out of the valve core. It's useful if you are afraid of bending the valve, breaking it down. For me, it's not that much of an issue because whenever I'm inflating, I always hold the valve itself. Make sure that I hold the valve with my finger, eliminate the side-to-side play. Kind of helps to avoid destroying valve, doing something else badly. The only downfall of this is pricing, which on the higher scale, but if you want ergonomic design which is lightweight, very well thought, it just makes no questions whether it should be considered or not. And last but not least, what I forgot to tell you is that inside of this incredible dart there are also replacement plugs inside that top cap, which can be opened just by nail, pulling it up and trying to remove them. I haven't tested the dart, it should work better than casual plugs. It's just fabric and it can actually become quite wide. I guess it can cover big holes as well, and that's nice design. I will not waste time with that other pump. Worth noting is that it was probably 30 euros or so it's less expensive, but it's bigger, so it just comes out of your pocket. And while we can't objectively compare those two, they are kind of different products. This one is still doing the job better, and it also has additional benefit. I don't even know the manufacturer name of this. I bought it in Spain somewhere. Obviously, with that pump you can't bed the tire, but it still helps you while traveling to inflate the tires after removing the bike from the luggage. As if you were traveling with airlines at some point, you'll know that it is required to reduce the tires pressure. I think reducing the air pressure was kind of more relevant than, well, if there are tubes. But regardless, it's a Daysaver. If you like this type of content, subscribe to the channel. You will be sure to find more of this type of videos in the future, as well as from the past. Plus, onboards and race analysis and podcast, quite a lot of things happening out there.